Everybody, welcome back to Exploring Temecula. Today's video is March's market update. If you are a buyer, if you are a seller, strongly suggest that you subscribe and follow this channel, especially for the market updates, because we really do go in depth every single month and show you what's happening, with days on market, average sales price, new listings, total listings, everything that's important to you. As a buyer or a seller, we are going to hit on the three cities that we focus on: Menifee, Murrieta, and Temecula. So anybody in those three cities, you can get data and track the market monthly. We're licensed as a brokerage and appraisal company, and I have just finished a how-to tutorial, whatever checklist, whatever you want to call it, for incoming buyers. It's about a 3,000 word document, and I've had a ton of experience in the last 3 years working with buyers coming from out of state or up north. And I thought it would be a great idea to give my thoughts and experiences in a document that really walks you through the whole process. Some things to know about Temecula that will really help you in being successful in not only your move, but getting a home, getting an offer accepted. So make sure you click that subscribe button, and in the description there will be a link. Thank you very much. Let's get into the video. So welcome to Exploring Temecula and our monthly market update. This one will be for March. Some very interesting statistics that I wanted to go through. One of the things that is very interesting to me, or will be very interesting for me moving forward, is how interest rates affect the market. I can tell you just initially from the first month, or two of interest rates going up, or speculation that they're going to go up even further, hasn't really affected the market or pricing of homes. We're still seeing, in many cases, homes going above asking price, especially if they have a pool or a view. So first thing we're going to talk about is new listings. Pretty amazing, guys. Temecula in March of 2022 had 184 new listings, and I thought last year was bad. But last year in March, Temecula had 259 new listings. That is a huge difference for a town or city of 100,000 or 120,000 people. Again, we're getting into 80 more homes were put on the market in March of 2022 in Temecula than in March of 2021. Murrieta, we have 302 in March 2021. And in March 2022, 221. So basically about 80 less homes put on the market in Murrieta as well. Sort of, I can't even wrap my head around how low inventory is. And then Menifee, 261 homes were put newly on the market in March of 2021, and March 2022, 211. So we are well below the numbers from even a year ago. Okay guys, so next we have active listings. The difference between active and new listings, for those of you that are wondering, just active listings are every property on the MLS that still shows active at the end of the month. Newly listed properties, those could be, still active listings, but they're just 0 days on the market for the month of March. Murrieta and Temecula have dropped in way of active listings. Why is this the case? Supply. I also feel that, and we'll get into this when we go to median sales price, I really think that people are pushing to get in a home even harder than maybe they were even 3 to 5 months ago, because of the fear of interest rates going to 5, 6, maybe even 7, who knows, percentage points or percent over the next year or two. Who knows what is actually that number is going to be. But I personally have buyers that wanted to purchase a home and get in a home before the interest rate hike. So I really do feel that this has something to do with it, and why the active listings are lower this month. Not only is the supply lower, but also you have the fear of interest rates, the interest rate hikes over the next coming months. Okay, so next up, everything seems to be following the pattern of what I just explained, you know, the fear of interest rate hikes and the low supply. So we did have a tick up in way of days on the market, but we are right back down to Temecula being on average 6 days on the market, Murrieta 7 days on the market, and Menifee 8 days on the market. Bottom line, sellers, if you are going to list your property, you will have you probably listed on a Wednesday, Thursday, you'll have showings all weekend, and you will be in escrow by Monday. Okay, so next up, showings per listing. Or the reason, April 2021, 17.5 in Temecula, Murrieta 14, Menifee 11. The reason showings per listing were this high, in my opinion, was the prices were still reasonable. Obviously, the number of showings you get on a property does not correlate to what the price you're finally going to get. So meaning, even though the number of showings has gone down to almost half, or half of the number of showings back in April 2021, the home prices are still rising. So whether you're getting 2, 3, 4 showings or 20 showings, you're still following the market, and you're still getting above, in many cases, what the home is actually worth. And to be honest, for sellers, this is just less of a headache. Instead of having 17 people, 14 people, and 11 people through your home in 2 or 3 or 4 days, you are now at the point where you're only having 7, 8, or 9 people through your house. So it just makes it less of a zoo for you to deal with over the weekend. Another reason for the lower drop, or the drop, in my opinion, for the number of showings is we're starting to get back into open houses, and this is really not tracking that. I would guess that a lot of this is coming from showing time, this data. So now that there's more open houses, agents are listing it on Thursday, first showings on Saturday with their open house from 11 to 3. You're getting a lot of those people that would have been making appointments a year ago through during those open house times. Okay, and finally, the median sales price. And this is it sort of boggles my mind. We've gone from, in Temecula in February, the average sales price was $696. In March, we're up to $720. So the average home in Temecula right now is $720,000. I can't stress this enough. I really do think that the home prices are rising, or have risen so much in the last month or two, is because the fear of the interest rate hike. And buyers understand what's happening, and they want to get that 4% interest rate still. Murrieta went from $640 to $650, a $10,000 increase, and Menifee went from $553 to $575, almost a $25,000 increase in price. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully market updates are just giving you information that might be helpful for you. A few things that I might say, might ring true in your head. I'm not saying I'm going to be right. This is the hardest thing that nobody knows, nobody can understand where home prices are going in the future. But it looks like right now with inventory, there is not really an end in sight, at least in the near future or coming months, of home prices starting to level off or even start in a downward direction.